So you have a wig. It could be cheap, it could be expensive, but it's too much hair. You can fix that at home and make it your very favorite wig. And it's easy and actually a little fun. Keep watching to find out how. Hi, I'm Christine, and I'm on a campaign to make wig wearing more mainstream so we can express ourselves any way we want and not have people look at us sideways just because we're wearing a wig. For practical tips on wearing wigs, wig reviews, as well as a little creative inspiration thrown in, please subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so you never miss a video. Now, I have had to thin and trim almost every wig I own, from a $50 Paula Young to a $200 John Renault. And it's super easy once you get the hang of it. Thinning a wig can turn something like this, which to me is just way too much hair up here, into something that you love and wear every day. Now I'm going to demonstrate on my Dance from Paula Young. This is my very favorite Paula Young wig. I have it in a whole bunch of different shades. I love experimenting on Paula Young wigs because they're relatively inexpensive, yet they're completely wearable. I mean, I wear my Dance in whatever color out all the time. Now first you have to try the wig on. That may seem obvious, but everybody's got a different head shape, a different face shape, and different tastes on how they want the hair to feel. So before you thin anything, try it on and see what it is that you want to change about it. Now, for my taste, I can see right away that this wig is too heavy up in here for me to feel comfortable. And the bangs are too long, and even the sides are like way heavy and fall in my face. And I like things to be a little bit fringier and light around the entire front. Now, some people will trim their wigs. Once they've tried it on and seen what they want to do, they'll put it on a little styrofoam head. I always trim mine because I can see immediately how it's going to fall. I can see immediately what I have to do more of, what's fine now, and it just makes the process faster for me. But you do whatever feels most comfortable. Okay, I've got my wig on and I've got my supplies. I recommend that you lay a couple paper towels down on whatever surface you're doing it, because lots of hair falls out and this process gets very messy very quickly. And if you have a paper towel, you can just scoop it up and put it in the trash. For my wig trimming, I use 3 tools. These are the hair cutting shears, the plain old, nothing special, regular hair cutting shears. And these are the thinning shears. You can see, let's see, well, my camera doesn't focus, but I'll try and insert a clip. There's little notches so that when you cut hair, only like every other piece will come out. These are essential and I love them. I got both of my shears from Sally's. They were very reasonably priced. I don't know where else you can get them. You can, I'm sure, get them on Amazon. And I have these nifty hair clips. I find that these are the best kind for holding back large sections when I'm thinning. So I've looked at my wig, assessed where I want to cut. So now I'm going to pull everything but the very most front fringe back. My wig is glued on with my wonderful Got To Be, which I love and use all the time because it really keeps my hip wig on. Now, like I said, I like things, this is gonna be a little hard without my glasses, but you know what? Maybe I will go get my glasses. Okay, I've got my glasses on so I can actually see now, so that's good. So I'm just pulling back the hair around the very perimeter, because I'm just going to do the perimeter first. Now I always thin first before I cut, primarily because synthetic wigs don't cut well. They're plastic, they're not hair, so they tend to have a really blunt cut when you cut them. So I thin first so that way I can actually cut as little hair as possible. So what I'm doing is, normally I do this in the mirror. Now I put the scissors right against the scalp, or yeah, right against the weft, and because I want to completely thin it at this point. I'm not putting an extra fringe, which I might do later. Okay. Come on, get out of there. Okay. This one just got a little tangled. Okay. And I know from doing my wigs that this is how I like it. So we're just going around the perimeter and pulling out, putting the shears flush up against the wig cap, because I'm not trying to get, I'm just trying to thin it out at this point. There will be a point, or there may be a point where what I want to do is like make them uneven, in which case I might cut it here and here. But for now I'm thinning it. Okay. Now let's take our clips out and do another layer basically. So I'm pulling this much hair back. So I'm just going like a weft or two deeper than I did. Now, if it's a regular open cap like this is, you don't necessarily have to do what I call a protective layer that's not cut, because this will never be pulled back. The fringe will always be falling down onto my face. So here I have my second, keep looking over in the mirror here, make sure I got it right, my second layer. And I am being a little rougher on this hair than I probably should be. Really what you should do is, let's see, is just cut it and then pull out the hair with your fingers. Okay. Now, I take my pins out, glasses off so I can actually look in the mirror. Now, at this point I am still thinning. I haven't cut any bangs yet. And I'm putting it how I will probably wear it. And I'm still getting some weight, too much weight in through here. So I just go in, flush. Let's see. Okay, we're getting there, we're getting there. Over here, it seems like there's a little heaviness. And basically, I just do the same thing until I get to the point where it feels light enough for me. Okay, I'm gonna be doing a little bit more snipping here. I'm not going to bore you with all of it, so I'll speed this up a little bit. And then when I'm done the thinning, I'll come back and show you how I cut my bangs. Now, I wanted to show you something before I finished up. Now, this right here is a little heavier, but not really super heavy. So what I do is instead of cutting all the way flush with the cap, I just want to get it fringier. And then that's also You can't see it, but I have blonde hair all over my black shirt. And the other thing I'm going to want to do, now that I'm starting the bangs, is I pull the bangs down. I don't pull them taut because I want them to fall where they're going to fall naturally. But I pull them down, and then what I do is, and this is a personal style, this is not the way you have to do it, but I take still thinning shears, and cut like above my eyebrows to thin out that what I know is going to be falling in my face. So now I've got that done. So it's pretty good, it's looking pretty good. Now, final step, now that I've thinned everything, is to cut the bangs short enough so they don't fall in my face. Now, since I've already thinned them, it won't take much cutting. Okay, so I got my trusty shears, and put my glasses back on so I can see what I'm doing. And there, I don't know if you can see it, but there is hair everywhere. There's hair on my face. There's just, oh, sure, it's just basically everywhere. That's why I say put something down. Okay, glasses on. So what I'm gonna do, and it's harder to do it in the viewfinder, so I'm gonna check it in the mirror and then turn and show you. Okay, so I've got these little pieces here. Now, you never want to cut straight across because, like I said, it's plastic. So you want to do tiny snips at an angle. Okay, I think that's good. I'm going to do some fine tuning in the mirror, and then I'll be back to show you the finished product. Okay, here is the finished dance by Paula Young. I don't know if you can remember what it looked like before, but I'll put a picture up here you can see. I actually did take out quite a bit of thinning up through here and through the bangs and the temple area. And I itch because there is hair everywhere. I also usually end up thinning them on whatever part the side is on, like over here. But again, I have a really little head. So the best way for you to tell is to put on your wig in your style with your head shape and face shape and see where you like it. I hope this was helpful. Thing is, don't be afraid to thin your wigs, because I thin every wig I get because there's always too much hair, especially up here in the front. But practice on a less expensive wig first until you get the hang of it. Let me know in the comments if you have ever customized a wig this way, or if you have another way that you thin and trim your wigs. And especially if you try this method, hair in my mouth. And especially if you try this method, let me know how it turns out. For more content like this, please subscribe to my channel and hit the like button and leave a comment, because all that helps YouTube to decide to show my videos to more people, which is the best way I can get the word out that wigs are one more easy but powerful way to express yourself.